In today's video, we're going to talk about how you can start to build a bulletproof mindset. In order to build a strong bulletproof mindset, you must understand how one sets their mind. What most people don't realize is that building a bulletproof mindset requires you to set it daily. It's not something you set once and forget it. You must be willing to set it until you have conditioned yourself into a new state of being. You see, 7 years ago, I was a very big procrastinator. I wanted to do so many things, but I couldn't get started on one. Every time that I wanted to step outside of my comfort zone, all I could picture is all the worst case scenarios that would happen if I took action. Oh my God. So because of all the fear and the insecurity, I didn't take any action. You see, I wanted to, but all my life I considered myself an underdog. The reason I couldn't take action is because I always associated something negative with the thing that I wanted to do that would get me to be the person that I knew that I could become. If you're like me at the time, then you can probably relate to this inner voice that's just negative all the time. Being critical of yourself forces you to focus on things that don't move the needle forward. Your mindset isn't set for success. It's set for failure, just like mine was. For a long time, I just accepted my fate until enough was enough. I needed to change. And don't worry, I'm about to show you the steps required to do so. Before we jump into the steps for a solid, bulletproof mindset, you must make a decision moving forward. What is that decision? Moving forward, you must start to bet on yourself. Setting a strong mindset requires one thing: you as the individual. You must be committed to a loving relationship with you. You must be willing to invest in yourself regardless of what others say. For me, I came to that decision. The only thing stopping me was my own mindset because it was geared towards fear and failure rather than success and prosperity. So without further ado, let's jump into this 3-step process of building your bulletproof mindset. Here are the 3 steps to building that mindset. Step 1, understand your motivation for taking or not taking action. You probably heard the common phrase that people are ultimately moved by 2 forces, pain or pleasure. All your life, you had experiences that you associated with either pain or pleasure. The things you fear are just associated with negative feelings and thoughts towards those things. One of the biggest reasons people procrastinate is because they associate so much pain toward taking action that they don't take action. For me, that was my reason for a long time. I associated so much pain towards taking action that I didn't take any action. Once you're able to understand what you've associated pain and pleasure to, you must take the time to reorganize your internal resources for success, your mindset. Once I was able to recognize my fears, remember guys, fear is false evidence appearing real. Once I was able to recognize these false evidence, you can start to focus on the things that actually move the needle forward. I would recommend journaling and meditating. Jordan Peterson once said that writing is the way to connect the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. So at least when you're writing, you are programming a new version of yourself. While on the other hand, with meditation, there's many different types of meditations, but for this video specifically, I want to focus on detaching yourself from your thoughts and your feelings with your meditation. See, those 2 things are important because you need to start taking the steps to remove the fears that are associated with the actions that you need to take, which leads me to step 2. Step 2, you must learn to leverage your internal resources for success. Once you have the awareness of your internal motivations, you must leverage those resources so that you can have associations that move you closer to your goals and not away. Remember, the only reasons that you do something or you don't do something is because it's how you feel. You change how you feel, you change your actions. In step 1, you must start to pay attention to those internal drivers for taking action. In step 2, you must create a stronger reason for you to take action versus not to take action. You need to stack positive results and reasons over onto your side so you can move forward. You see, advertisers do this very well to all of us. They know what you're afraid of, what keeps you awake at night, and they use that knowledge to motivate you to take action. The important thing is understanding the process of manifestation for yourself. How does one manifest? It's simple. It's a math equation. The way you think plus the way you feel plus the way you act will equal the results that you have in your life. Once you learn to leverage yourself internally, you can move and take action. Understanding your internal motivations and how you think and feel help you change your behavior. Step 3, acting regardless of how you feel. Now, just because you did these things doesn't actually mean you won't feel the fear. You will, because of years associations that you have reinforced over time, again and again. The same level of intention and effort that went into putting your limitation is required to create the opposite effect. One of the best ways to overcome the pain and the fear is exposure. The more you take a little bit of action each day, acting regardless of how you feel, the faster you can start conditioning your nervous system to no longer feel and think in the same way. You see, for me, I always let fear guide me for a long time. Imagine yourself procrastinating on something. Probably not a difficult challenge because you're procrastinating on something in your life right now. But remember the last time you procrastinated. When you finally decided to get it done, you realize, wow, that really wasn't that bad. You see, your internal voice resources, aka your mindset, force you to procrastinate because you associated a negative mindset towards the action. If you're able to take action regardless of how you feel, you will start to change the way you think and feel and get yourself different results. The biggest thing you must do to maintain this is you must condition your mindset every day, aka every single day, you must condition your nervous system to be associated with a new mindset that at some point you don't realize the change in your character. You have become something else. You have become a new person. Every time you want to reach a next level in your life, it requires you to do the exact same process. Well, that's the end of the video. If you're a man that feels like he needs some help in conditioning this new mindset, feel free to click the link below where we can give you a free coaching session. But also, if this content made sense for you, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe, and let us know if this information is valuable to you guys. And we want to stay consistent on this journey of helping you become a gentleman.